What's going on YouTube? Psychomax here once again for another Wednesday Warframe video. Just kind of showing off and making content, having fun. If this is the kind of thing you enjoy, then please remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any suggestions for future content or want to give me some criticism or critiques on this video, feel free to leave that in the comments below or in my Discord server linked in the description. And today, since I featured him in last week's video talking about my Incarnon builds, which, by the way, I have done the official fixes on my Thalas build here. It is now a true melee influence build, although I could still make it even stronger, but I have to finish leveling it so I can put another form in first. But today we're talking about Kullervo. I used him last week to demonstrate these weapons and kind of showed that Kullervo himself is a little bit broken, but we didn't go fully into just how broken Kullervo is, so I wanted to show off his build. So for anybody who didn't see last week's video and is curious, my Thalas build here, we have, we're using Evolution to Dreadful Reach for Incarnon forms, Adept Reflexes, Swift Transmute, and Explosive Growth, and by using Adept Reflexes and Swift Transmute on the Thalas, and then by adding Corrupt Charge to the mod build itself, I have Infinite Incarnon mode on this weapon. And so this is the melee influence build. For anybody who's curious, the change I plan to make to this is I'm going to be putting another D polarity here in Galvanized Elementalist, giving me just the right amount of points that I need to swap Voltaic Strike for Stormbringer, which I believe it's Stormbringer. No, Shocking Touch. Wrong weapon series. But still, I'm going to swap this 60% electricity for the 90%, because thanks to Weeping Wounds, I don't need the extra status chance from Voltaic Strike, so having that extra elemental electricity damage will be amazing. But this is only rank 12, so I got to finish leveling it so that I can put another form in before I have enough points to do that. So that's the only change I'm going to be making to that build. Now let's look at Kullervo's build. First of all, I have no Archon Shards. But I will talk about maybe what I would put in there for Archon Shards a little bit later. Also, I am not using any Subsume on Kullervo. He doesn't need one. He just straight up doesn't need one. But if I was to put a Subsume on him, I would do either probably Roar or Zata's Whisper, and I would put it over Storm of Ukko because of his abilities. I think that's the one most capable of being sacrificed. But Storm of Ukko itself is so good that it's really... I don't want to get rid of it, so yeah. Although we will probably not be using Storm of Ukko in this test. So anyways, here is the build that I'm using on him. Growing power in the arcane slot because we're going to be doing a lot of weapon attacks, so having that extra power strength on that is nice. We want lots of good range on this, so I'm using stretch and overextended. This is primarily for his 3 collective curse so that it hits the maximum number of enemies possible, but it also helps with his recompense so that his daggers can seek out more enemies and keep him constantly healing. To that end, we have Intensify, Transient Fortitude, and Blind Rage in here, just absolutely jacking up his power strength for his 1 and his 2 to do the most effective work that they can. And then I have Prime Continuity in here so that his 2 will stay up as long as possible. And then finally, we're using the Volatile Recompense, because why would you not use this augment on Kullervo? This literally makes him unkillable. Like, it's that good. You put this in there, you make sure you've got good duration, you press your 2, Kullervo does not die, period. Because he is constantly being refreshed in his Overguard that his 2 generates. And even if his Overguard does get depleted and he starts taking some health damage, okay, this thing spins so fast and procs so often with Volatile Recompense that he heals almost immediately and starts refreshing his Overguard almost immediately. It's insane. And to that end, because he's constantly generating Overguard with Recompense and Volatile Recompense, we have Arcane Truculence up here giving off viral procs every time we gain... Oops, I just took it off. Every time we gain more than 3,000 overguard, which the cap on recompense is sitting at 23,800. So every time we gain 3,000 overguard, we do a 30-meter viral proc on enemies that hits them with maximum viral stacks, just absolutely weakening the shit out of everybody. And then just to add insult to injury on the power strength, we have Molt Augmented, obviously, because Molt Augmented is just broken. So, 250% range, 238% power strength, and some decent 128% duration, which is counteracting the transient fortitude a bit. I almost wish there was a way to get rid of transient fortitude, just because of that negative duration. Like, if there was a different mod I could put on here that would give me that bonus power strength without the negative duration, if they ever release that, I will be replacing it. Efficiency really is not necessary. We've got Prime Flow in here for our energy economy. Like, enemies are going to be dropping health orbs like no man's business. Oh, also, another good potential subsume if you want to put over this spot. I said Roar or Zata's Whisper. You could also do Lycath's Hunt, Varuna's subsume, because every melee attack you do gives you health orbs. And then if you wanted for energy economy, you could swap Prime Flow for Equilibrium. So Equilibrium and Lycath's Hunt would give you basically infinite energy, because you're going to be proccing Wrathful Advance as often as possible and just absolutely nuking rooms entirely with that. And just so yeah, lots of things that you could possibly play with this build. The one I have right now, though, I'm pretty satisfied with. So, we're going to go ahead and pull out our melee weapon, because that is the thing that is going to be the most effective against enemies here. And let's just spawn in. We'll go ahead and unpause them, because I don't need it. And that needs to go up, because I recently completed another mastery test, and I'm now legendary rank 4. So, 225, Steel Path, Orokin Battle Group. Let's go in and play. And this is how you do Kullervo. Turn on your 2. You're invincible. Now you're going to hit your 3, link everybody together, press your 1, and watch the whole room die. It's really that simple. Like, I haven't even touched his 4, which is why I say it's probably the one that you could most likely subsume out if you wanted to go for even more bonus damage. Oh, and I haven't even really used Incarnate mode on this thing either. This guy is fine. He just was stubborn. Like, everybody else in the room just detonated in seconds, and he's just like, nope, I'm just gonna hang out over here. It was funny. Let's show that off again. Alright, Incarnate form is active, full energy. Can I... This reset button, this just turns off my powers, right? Yeah. I wish it would actually clear the room of all the collectibles on the floor. This button over here, if you hit this button, it will reset everything. So you can see all the passive numbers I have up by my health. I'm pretty sure, like, the Molt Augmented got reset as well, but it's kind of a visual glitch. I don't know. But it does reset all your powers so that you got everything back to 0 and can test things, like, properly from the start of a mission. But, yeah, anyways. Let's just do that again and be funny about it. 2, 3, 1. Everybody dies. And this is a relatively weak weapon to be using with Kullervo, too. Wrathful Advance. Again. Like, nothing really stands a chance. Let's switch weapons to one that's probably, I don't know, about the same as far as, I'm going to switch. It's probably one of my favorites to use on him, but it's definitely, I'd say, probably on par with the Thalas, but maybe even a little bit weaker, and that is the Azathane. And this one, too, I am rocking a full melee influence build, because why wouldn't you? I've got Amalgam Organ Shatter in here. I just made this change for that slightly faster attack speed on the heavy attack, because every time I use Wrathful Advance, it does a heavy attack, and so Hopefully that will affect the speed of which I use Wrathful Advance. Go ahead and switch to that. No Incarnate mode to worry about on this one. If you guys want... Actually, let me show you how to use your 4 really quick, because that's kind of important. So we're going to do 2, 3 to go ahead and link everybody. Didn't get them all. Oh my god, they're all dying already. But we'll just run in here and hit my 4 while they're all nice and linked together, and you can just see... Like, I haven't even used my 1 yet. Most everything is dead. Just from using my 2 and my 3. Like, that's disgusting. This is why I said in the last video that Kullervo is just unbelievably broken. Oh, I'm out of energy. Let's go get some. I don't care. I've got Overguard. There we go. We'll cast this up again. It's got a nice long range. You can just see everything is dying. Oh no, I ran out of Overguard. So yeah, if you've never played Kullervo before, and you're wondering, should I get him? Is it worth it? I really hope this video helps you realize that abso-fucking-lutely yes, you should be playing Kullervo. If you want to trivialize the entire fucking game, you should absolutely get Kullervo, and he is so easy to get. For anybody who's wondering, he drops parts from Duviri. So you unlock Duviri after you clear the Jupiter-Saturn junction on your star chart. You'll unlock the ability to go do the Duviri paradox. And if ever there was a good argument to do that early and just ignore the story that's in there for now, Kullervo would be it. Go get Kullervo, because literally nothing stands a chance against Kullervo once you have him built. But even before you have him built, he's still one of those Warframes. Hell, let's do another test. I did this with Noko once. And maybe I'll do another Noko video just showing how good Noko is. That's not what I want to do. Let's go to upgrade. Just to show you exactly how broken Kullervo is. Let's do no mods. You got that? See? Nothing. No mods. None whatsoever. Gonna keep using the Azathane. Energy's full. Let's spawn the same battle group. Same optics. Cast your 2. Of course, without the augment, I have to cast it a few times to actually get stuff up there. Go ahead and link everybody together. Wrathful Advance. You can see that it's taking a bit more, obviously. We don't have any mods. Oop, there's some energy. And I've taken some damage. Oh no! One enemy managed to hurt me. Let's just... this is gonna fail. I gotta kill 3 enemies to resurrect, and there are not 3 enemies on the map, so we'll just... Obviously, he was gonna struggle. There's no mods. And once I run out of energy, that's it. But as long as I have energy, I'm untouchable. Just go ahead and do that. Make sure you guys are linked. Wrathful Advance again. Like, yeah, the damage is definitely significantly less because I don't have him modded with nearly 400% power strength. That's to be expected. This is a no mods run, but you can see that even with the no mods, he's still able to clear steel path level enemies. Let's go get some more energy here. As long as I have a constant amount of energy, I'm untouchable. Alright. That should be good enough. So yeah, Kullervo's a fantastic Warframe. Like, and again, that was Steel Path. Level 225 Steel Path enemies, and as long as I had energy, nothing stood a chance. So now that I have a full mod build on, like, they stand even less of a chance, especially considering Volatile Recompense. Look at how much damage I'm doing just with Volatile Recompense and his 3. That's it. That's all I'm using. I don't even need anything else. Oh no, I fired one shot from my gun. Yeah. If ever there was an argument to go do Duviri to get Kullervo early, I hope that properly demonstrates why everybody should be getting and playing Kullervo, especially if you are trying to focus hard on star chart progression, story progression. You just need something that will carry you through to the end game so that you can start farming all the other Warframes and resources and mods and shit. Go get Kullervo. It's a no-brainer. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please remember to leave a like on the video and consider subscribing if you want to see more. I upload Warframe content every Wednesday, and I do no commentary Let's Plays on my channel the rest of the time. I'm currently working on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, so if that interests you, give me a subscribe. And again, if you have any thoughts, questions, critiques, criticisms, constructive feedback, or would like to request a specific video be made, feel free to leave that in the comments down below, or again, over on my Discord server, linked in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.